Beth Flanagan from Mind Your Assets Accounts, and I'm just going to do a quick video to try and explain some of the points that the Chancellor announced yesterday in his summer statement. Let's try and put it into some easy terms for everybody to understand. So if you see me looking down, it's only because my notes are just in front of me. So one of the main things that they mentioned was VAT. So for the food and non-alcoholic drinks, accommodation and attraction companies, they're going to temporarily reduce the rate of VAT from 20% down to 5%. So that starts from next week on the 15th of July all the way through to the 12th of January 2021. So this is a welcomed reduction in VAT for those sectors to try and encourage people to start, working again and using them again. However, there's going to be some pains along the way, because obviously people have got tills and things like that and their accounting softwares, then they're going to have to adjust for that, for the 20% down to the 5%. So if you're in that sector and you're worried about this, then please let me know if I can help you with that. Secondly, they mentioned about the stamp duty. So they've also got a temporary holiday with that. So any homes that are worth up to £500,000, so they've got like I said, the temporary holiday on this. So usually before it was 125,000, it's now gone up to 500,000. So this is from right now, right up to the 31st of March next year, 2021. So on average, you would save anything between £4,500 and £15,000, which is obviously something not to be sniffed at. Thirdly, he mentioned about meals. So we're trying to encourage people to get back into restaurants and start eating out and getting that going again in that industry. So they've announced that between Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that for participating restaurants, there's going to be 50% off meals. That's up to a maximum of £10 per person. So we're all going to be eating out Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Fourthly, there's also a very good scheme, which is an energy efficiency grant. So the government are going to pay up to 2/3 of the cost of such things as insulation, double glazing, solar panels, etc. And that's for homeowners and landlords, and it's up to £5,000 per household. So that is a really good incentive. And if anybody is looking into solar panels, I do have a client on my books that does this, so let me know if this is something that you're interested in. Then the rest of the stuff is basically to do with employees. So what they have said is that if you've got a worker that's currently furloughed and you bring them back into work, as long as they're still in employment by January 2021, they will give you, the employer, £1,000 grant. Not sure how this is going to be paid yet. This is just the details he's mentioned yesterday. Obviously the final little nitty-gritty details will come out very shortly, but this is where employees are furloughed, you're bringing them back to work, and they're on at least £520 per month during the months of November, December and January. So that's called the job retention bonus, which is the incentive for employers to keep their staff. They've also mentioned that if you as an employer hire an apprentice and they're under the age of 25, for the period of the next 6 months, the employers can receive £2,000 to hire that apprentice. If they're over 25 years old, then you as an employer can receive £1,500. So these are all good things that are coming into play. And finally, he mentioned about this kickstart scheme. So this is where sort of unemployed young people is between 16 and 24. If you're an employer, the government will cover the wages for up to 25 hours per week at the national minimum wage. So this is just like a subsidy for a 6-month placement. You as an employer would have to train that person up, etc. But yeah, they will pay the national minimum wage for up to 25 hours per week. So there's lots of things to digest there. That's just the information that got said yesterday. As soon as any more details come out of how you claim for these things, etc., we will let you know. But if you've got any comments, please put them in the comments below and I will be sure to try and answer them. See you soon.